All right, in this video, we're going to be working a little bit more with parallelograms and pulling in some algebra. So we're going to be solving for x and that sort of thing. So let's start with number 7. And I'm given information on segment LM and PN. Those segments are congruent. So if you remember back to properties of parallelograms, we know that they are congruent. So that means that I can set them equal to each other. 9x minus 25 equals 5x plus 7. I'm going to assume that you are pretty good at solving equations, so I'm not going to slowly get through every step. So if we're solving this, we start by subtracting 5x. That gives us 4x minus 25 equals 7. And then if I add 25 to both sides, we get 4x equals 32. And then divide both sides by 4 to get x equals 8. And my problem did ask for x, so I am completed there. I don't have to do anything else. All right, number 8. Again, we have two segments. They're across from each other in the parallelogram, so we know that they are equal. 11x plus 1 equals 19x minus 31. I'll start by subtracting 11x from both sides. 1 equals 8x minus 31. Then adding 31 to both sides gives us 32 equals 8x. Then we can divide by 8 to get 4 equals x. However, my question asks for yz. So I have to plug it back in. So yz, that was 19x. We know x is 4. So 19 times 4 minus 31 is 45. Let's move on to number 4. All right, this one tells me that TV, the entire TV, is 74. And it tells me that WV is 4x plus 1. There's a couple of ways you could go about solving this one, but I know the way I do it is I say, okay, well, if I take WV and I multiply that by 2, that gives me the entire TV. So I'm going to do 2 times 4x plus 1 equals 74. You could have in your head or to the sides divided 75 or 74 by 2 and then and got 37, and then you could have set 4x plus 1 equal to 37. That would have worked too. So if I do it this way, let's distribute the 2 to get 8x plus 2 equals 74. Subtract 2 from both sides, we get 8x equals 72. Divide by 8, we get x equals 9. Okay, let's move on. Number 10. It gave us NS is 2x plus 7 and SQ is 5x minus 23. So in this question, it actually gave us both smaller parts, and we know that those are equal to each other. So in a diagonal, each section, each part is equal. They're equal. So I can do 2x plus 7 equal to 5x minus 23. You have to really pay attention to what information it gives you. And I highly, highly recommend that you always write that information down on your picture. All right, if we subtract 2x, we get 7 equals 3x minus 23. Then I need to add 23, and I get 30 equals 3x. And divide by 3, we get 10 equals x. This question doesn't ask for x, it asks for NQ. So let's see. NQ, well, if I find NS first, I can multiply that by 2. So 2 times 10 plus 7 is 27. And I know that NQ is 2 times 27, which is 54. You could have also just plugged in 10 for both of these x's and then added together. That would have worked too. Number 11, we are given information about opposite angles, and we know that opposite angles are congruent. So let's set 6x minus 15 equal to 4x plus 11. If I subtract 4x from both sides, I get 2x minus 15 equals 11. And then I can add 15 to both sides to get 2x equals 26. And divide by 2, we get x equals 13. So that will help me find either A or C. So alright, if I find the measure of angle C, 4 times 13 plus 11, that's 63. So both of these angles are 63. You should remember that the measure of angle B, I could take 180 minus 63, which is 117. So these two would be 117. Number 12. Try number 12 on your own. See if you can pause the video and work it out. All right, number 12 gave us consecutive angles. So if I added these two angles together, they total up to be 180. So 3x plus 5 plus 8x minus 12 equals 180. Then I can combine my like terms. 11x minus 7 equals 180. Add 7 to both sides. 11x equals 187. And if I divide by 11, I get x equals 17. So the question asks for angle R. I know that angle R is equal to angle P. So I can just do the measure of angle R. I can just use that 3x plus 5. Because they're equal, so you can do that. And that gives me 56 degrees. All right, let's move on to 13. So first of all, 4x plus 9 is not equal to 25. Be careful there, because those two are equal, and these two are equal. It also tells me that KLH is 134. And so that helps me because I can find that entire angle by taking 180 minus 134. And we get 46. Which means that the pink angles have to be 21. Because 25 and 21 make 46. So I'm going to set 4x plus 9 equal to 21. If I subtract 9 from both sides, I get 4x equals 12. And divide by 4, we get x equals 3. Last question. This one is very similar. So we know those two are equal and these two are equal. So I'm going to rewrite this 6x minus 11 because they're equal. And we know that the entire angle ABC is 115. So I can do 4x plus 6 plus 6x minus 11 equals 115. Combine your like terms. 10x minus 5 equals 115. And if I add 5 to both sides, we get 10x equals 120. And then if we divide by 10, we get x equals 12. But it asks for angle ADB, which is the green. So 6 times 12 minus 11, that's 61 degrees. If you have any questions, please let me know. I understand this can be really confusing to wrap your head around, so it's always good maybe to rewind and rewatch some examples, and as you rewatch them, you remember things that maybe you didn't remember or catch the first time. So hopefully that'll help. And I'm always willing to help you. And right now it's last week right now for me, so I don't even know if we're going to be in person next week. I'm hoping so. So if we are in person, then you can ask for help in person. Otherwise, you can email me or whatever it is that you need. We can Google Meet. Just let me know what you need. Have a good day.